Hi again.
Hi guys.
We're in the hotel. It's a bit late, so I cannot talk very loud because the walls are too thin here.
It's not a hotel.
It's actually not a hotel, that's true. It's like a sports camp. Actually, there is a team of Roman Greco wrestlers or something here.
Olympic.
Yeah, Olympic team actually. And the guys are like massive, really big guys, really big guys. They all have the special ears, you know, like the cauliflower ears and that, and massive guys, massive. So yeah, I wouldn't want to wake any of them up now, because I like life. Yeah, so today, as you see, we went up Goverla, yes, mountain. The highest mountain in Ukraine. We've said that a few times, 2,061 meters, just to make sure. And it was very difficult.
But we done
But we did it. Yeah, we did it. It was very difficult for a few reasons. First of all, of course, the hike up. I mean, from this base to the top, it's only 4.2 kilometers, but it's all up. You know, and it's straight up. There is no zigzagging up the mountains, just straight up. Now, of course, it's possible to do. People do it. I mean, many people do it every day. Yeah. I mean, when we were going up, we saw a few groups of people going up. So we're not heroes. We're not the first nor the last. Though I must say that I might be the first English person born in Gibraltar to have actually climbed that. So for all my family in Gib, find out. Maybe I'm the first one, and maybe I can get a medal or something. Okay, enough chit chat. So yeah, so we went.
It was more difficult than Med Steps.
Oh yeah, the Med Steps in Gibraltar, which we actually have a video of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, on our channel. So
check the video.
Yeah, look it up. I might put a link here. So that was difficult, beautiful, difficult, hot, but so enjoyable, and it was hard, yeah. But this thing is so hard. I mean, for us at least, you know. And you know, Tanya goes to the gym, you know, often, and she's nice and fit. Because I walk a lot, I believe that I am maybe above average city person, you know, fit. And still, it was hard for me also. I mean, we took a pack of about, I don't know, somewhere between 10, maybe 13 kilos. We don't have scales here, so, you know, with food and that made it more difficult.
Plus water.
Plus the water, yeah. Because the good thing about this place is that you can find water everywhere. Everywhere.
Clean water.
Clean, and it tastes so good, my.
And cold.
And cold, you know, and you're hot, you know, and you drink this cold water, and it's really cool. So water is not a problem here, and actually, coming to that, today we've learned a few things. Well, today, yesterday, and the day before yesterday, we learned a few things. A few things that we would like to advise people who want to come up here, and things that they might not know. We'll try to make this nice and short, so it doesn't take too long, but there are quite a few things that we've learned. First of all, you do not actually have to carry water with you, but you do need 1 or 2 empty bottles, so you can fill up on the way. Now on the way there are many streams, mountain streams, clear water, but there are a few...
And
Sorry?
it makes more difficult to climb up because of streams.
Ah, yeah.
Because of the mud.
Of the mud, yeah. So these streams actually they help and they create problems at the same time. So the problems are that there's a lot of mud on the banks, but the good thing is that you have water everywhere and you don't have to carry it with you per se. Now there are many streams on the way, but a few of them they have so the locals have put like kind of pipe. I mean, you might have noticed while watching the previous part of this video So I think because the locals have installed this kind of pipes, and some of them wooden logs.
Spout.
It's like spouts, yeah, made of wood. Well done, yeah. So I suggest getting the water from there because the locals know better. Okay, and the water is clean. You don't have to boil it. You don't have to do anything to it. You can drink it straight from from the spout. So so that's water. Food, yeah. If you're just going up and down, so you're not staying anywhere on the way. Which, by the way, we didn't see any logical spots for a camp, and I think it's not allowed anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a sign.
At least to make a fire.
Well, yeah, you can't make a fire, and I think there was written something about not making a camp on the way up to the top of the mountain, or of course on the way down. So basically, you go up and you go down, but you need something to eat, of course. So some snack bars,
Carbohydrates.
Carbohydrates, yeah, to keep you going, So you need to take that. There is no point in taking a stove, a gas stove. So you can't make a fire, first of all. Secondly, so you think, okay, I take a gas stove or whichever stove. I mean, alcohol stove, you name it, any. Not recommended because, so to go up to the top of the mountain, first you need to go through a forest, going up, yeah? There it might be possible, there are actually benches on the way, so you can make some coffee or something, but once you come out of the forest, there is usually a lot of wind, and I don't see it very possible, and actually the path is so steep and rocky that there is basically no place to stop. Set up your fire, your stove. It's not comfortable. It's not even really realistic, yeah.
And then it's not flat. It's like.
Yes, it's inclined. It's very steep, so there's no real flat surface that you can say, okay, I put my stove there, boil my water. That's not really going to happen up there. And I guessed that, and today I didn't take my stove up, so we didn't have any hot drinks, but it was okay. And actually, I guessed we didn't take the weight for nothing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, walking sticks, a must.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's hiking sticks, or poles, hiking poles, whatever you want to call them. It's a must. You must take them.
Especially with all the mud and weather.
Yeah, all the mud.
Unpredictable
weather. Well, that's another thing, but. The mud going up and the actual rocks, because we ended up actually climbing rocks with the pack. And what the pole did was help us to have a kind of balance. Yeah? It gives you balance and it helps you go up. Right, so the hiking poles must. So you have the food, you have the water sorted, the hiking boots.
You cannot rely on sticks.
Well, that depends on the ones that we have here, we cannot put too much weight on them. I don't trust them. But it does anyway, it gives you a third leg, let's say, so it kind of balances you out, so that's good. That's good. Then, once you leave the forest and you start climbing, are you actually climbing the rocks on that? And then so there is a big part with rocks. Sorry, I just covered your face with my hand. So actually, once you're getting, let's say, you are 3/4 of the way up, this wind, right? Mm-hmm. This wind, it's unbelievable. Actually, you feel as if it's going to knock you off the mountain, just blow you off the mountain, and that's it. So even though it's so the temperature wasn't so cold, the wind chill was incredible.
And it was unexpected.
Unexpected, yeah. We kind of turned a corner, but and this wind started, and it was all the time, all the way up to the top. This wind was just there, and it's blowing on you, and I don't know, it's threatening even. So you need a windbreaker. You need some jacket, some poncho, some raincoat, something that will keep the wind from your body, because that was really cool. Yeah, cool, cold, actually, not cool. It was really cold because of the wind. And I don't suffer from the cold much. And I was cold. But I had my jacket you know.
And it was even snow on the top.
Yeah. I mean, you must have seen in the photos and that the snow was really cool.
So it was cold.
But beautiful, so beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, what else can we advise people? This is, I just remembered, in Ukraine there are like 3 main mobile operators and for internet and that. So there's usually, I don't know, Kyivstar, let's say, there's Vodafone, there is Life. So these are the 3 main ones, yeah? No matter what people tell you, if you're coming up here, Kyivstar and Vodafone, there is just no way, no coverage at all. Yes?
Only on top.
Yeah, only on the very top of the mountain, and then because of the wind, you can't even talk on the phone. So.
You can use it.
Yeah, so you can send a text or whatever. But so Life seems to be the best operator.
But not very good.
Yeah,
Anyway.
the connection is not very good, but at least you do have something.
Yeah.
Okay, so think about that when you come here, because if not, you will only be able to talk on the phone, on the mountain peak, and the wind will not allow you anyway to talk on the phone. Which is very interesting that we've been so many days without being able to use our mobile phones, without being able to be on the internet.
No TV.
No TV. Yeah. We don't have a TV in this room. This room, we showed it to you yesterday. I mean, the previous video. We don't have anything here. No luxuries at all.
So we have to talk to each other.
Oh, boring. No, we're having fun, yeah?
Yeah.
Having fun. So, what else can we advise people coming here? Yes, boots. I have Magnum boots, really cool boots, and actually they hold, they're like waterproof to a certain extent. But you have to cross so many streams. Yeah, there are bridges, like primitive, very cool, natural bridges. But you end up sticking your boots in a lot of mud, in a lot of water, and you end up wet. So Tanya today, she had Wellington boots that we actually rented. You can rent them in the market, yeah?
It's possible to rent.
It's possible, yeah.
And the hiking sticks too.
Oh yeah, the hiking poles too, you can also rent them here. I mean, you can rent even any kind of boot and everything, but everybody was impressed with our hiking poles. They kept, the people who work here, they were like, oh, look at them, they're like something new, look at the handles. Look. We don't know anything about hiking poles, but it looks like we have cool ones, yeah? So, Tanya ended up using Wellington boots. Yes, it will probably keep your feet dry.
But it wasn't very comfortable.
Not comfortable. And when you end up having to climb the big rocks, it was slippery also, yeah? So my boots ended up being better because they were kind of waterproof.
Yes.
I didn't get wet today at all. And I had the grip necessary to climb the rocks. So, something else to consider, the boots. Then, what else?
But yesterday on the lake,
Yeah.
Wellington boots would be better.
Yeah, it could be. So if you're going to Lake Niesamowite, maybe Wellington boots would be better, because even though you end up going up and down parts of the mountain, but there is no actual climbing as such.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you end up walking. So it's just more like walking. Yeah. So that would be maybe better, Wellington boots, but not climbing Goverla. I wouldn't suggest them. Unless you carry them, and then you wear the normal boots when you're actually climbing, then you put the wellies on again, I don't know. But that's again extra weight, isn't it? So, that's it, yeah?
But
Anything
it
else?
was okay with these boots.
Yeah,
Wellington boots, I mean.
yeah.
It was okay.
It was, wasn't it? I mean, you did it, but you slipped a few times. I slipped a few times also. Bloody hell, that was... Especially, so look, so we went up. We took photos, videos, whatever. When we got to the actual peak, the mist was so thick that we couldn't see anything.
Covered us.
Completely covered us. I mean, we barely could see each other. There were a lot of people up on the mountain also, and they were actually shouting at each other, trying to find each other. I mean, that was not cool. The weather today was good on the way up, was good on the way down, but when we were on the actual peak, I mean, we took a few photos on that, and you can only see white. I mean, it's white. It's like a wall, a white wall. So that was a bit upsetting, yeah?
Yeah, and disturbing.
And disturbing, scary. You know, I'll tell you one more thing, you know. Today I was really, really humbled by these mountains, really humbled. I mean, you're going up and you feel naked. All your training.
And so small, teeny tiny.
And so small, yeah. And all the training that you might do, anything, you know, you feel that you are prepared. If you've never gone up mountains like that, when you do so for the first time, this is my first time, and yours?
And mine too.
Yeah. So when you do that for the first time, you feel humble. You feel like a little insect that can be blown off the mountain, like that, just.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it. You know, that's it. Because I was climbing them rocks. I have the pack, you know, and a few times I lost my balance and I felt like I'm going back and I had to grab some rocks. And if I had gone back, that's it. I would have stayed there, probably. And so we were up there. The mist, the fog, whatever, so thick, you know. The funny thing was coming down.
It was like hat, the mist, like hat on top of the rock.
Well, not only like a hat, it was covering us, yeah?
Yeah.
But the going down on the rocks, yeah, so the same rocks that we climbed, which was hard, going down. I mean, the rocks, of course, are at different angles. They're not straight, it's not steps now. And when you're putting your feet down, you know, you have your walking, your hiking pole, your boot slips, you know, and you really see, like, let's say, them falling down. And this happened to you, it didn't happen, yeah? Or it did, coming down?
Probably, yeah.
Well, to me it happened a few times, and I really believed that that's it, I'm flying down the mountain. This really humbled me, made me really nervous, and actually I admitted I was afraid. At some points I was afraid.
But
So,
I had a bit of vertigo today.
vertigo also, yeah, me too actually, and we never
Maybe
fought.
because of the pressure or...
Altitude, yeah. From the pressure, I don't know. But you know, we live on the 15th floor, you know, in our flat, and we've never suffered from vertigo. But today, this mountain humbled us big time.
But the view...
But the view, beautiful. It's just worth it. It's just worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
So, this brings us to the end of this video. We came out of we finished the path on the way down. We came back to the market that you saw at the beginning of this video. Immediately we got some coffee, you know, I had a smoke, we chilled out, then we made the little video that you saw already, the little part I mean of the video, and then we came back to the hotel. And just getting to the hotel, like meters away from the entrance, there was such heavy rain, unbelievable, and it's still going. The rain is still going. It's been going for hours and hours and hours. So first of all, we were very lucky that we didn't get this rain, especially coming down. That would have been a disaster because it was difficult. We were humbled, as we said, and the rain would have just.
And fog didn't follow us.
Yeah. But mostly the rain wasn't very important. That we were so lucky that it didn't start while coming down. We were already next to the hotel. So the rain is still going, and we agreed to stay last night and this night in the hotel to dry everything up. Everything is fantastically dry, but we don't know what to do for tomorrow.
We'll see tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning. So the options are, we pack everything up and we leave. I mean, we go up the mountains again and we stay the night in a tent, which is what we came to do, you see? And we've only been able to do one night, the first night. But if it carries on raining like that, the paths are going to be so slippery, muddy, that I don't know if it's worth it.
It's very dangerous.
It's dangerous, first of all, because in some parts, you know, you're walking along the edge, and on the left-hand side there is nothing, and you're walking and the ground is more or less like that, very narrow paths, a lot of mud, some parts, some different kinds of mud. Sticky, then slippery, then sticky, and I don't know what to do. I don't know, we don't know what to do. So we're still thinking about it.
But the weather is unpredictable.
Very unpredictable. That's another thing that we've learned. The weather up here can change like that. Nothing, you know, so quick.
And it doesn't depend on a month or season.
So we've asked here, we said, well, which is the best, you know, we asked the locals, which is the best month to come here in summer. And they said, you know, it's, your guess is as good as mine because, you know, it changes. So that's another thing, you have to be ready for every single different kind of weather. I suppose in summer, even snow, today one of the locals told us that in summer it's even possible to get snow here in the sports space where we are. So that's already saying something. So anyway, we don't know what we're going to do. We still have 2 nights up here in the mountains, and to be honest, we would really love to spend those 2 nights in a camping tent. But if it carries on raining like that, and it is upsetting, but anyway, if we do not stay in the tent, we will stay in this hotel, but every day we are going to go along a different path. Raining or not, we're going to be, you know, careful with the light pack, so it's not so dangerous that we can slip off the mountain. And so
we will show you something interesting.
Oh yeah. That's what we live for. No, we are having a lot of fun, and I hope that you too. I'm sorry that this part of the video is a bit long, but we felt that we should warn Ukrainians or foreigners who are coming to this specific mountain on holiday that there are some things that you should research first, which we did. But unfortunately, some of the information that we got was not very accurate. And
there aren't many videos about Hovella.
There aren't, yeah. There's just like short 2-minute videos, like with just music, no explanation, and you know, somebody walking with a I don't know how this, with a selfie stick or whatever, which we have. Our niece lent it to us.
Vlada.
Yeah, thanks, Vlad. Yeah, we've been taking selfies also, like, you know, typical tourist. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, you've seen them, and these are the ones that you've seen. We have many more, which you probably won't see. But anyway, guys, so sorry that this part is a bit long, but we felt it was necessary. Yeah.
We hope it is interesting for you.
Yeah, interesting and useful, hopefully. So we're going to leave it here for tonight. It's already 12:30 midnight, and it's time for us to get our little kip. Tomorrow we have to get up early and decide what to do. If it keeps on raining all night, we'll probably spend the night here again, but the daytime we'll spend somewhere. We'll make another cool video. Anyway, thank you for joining us, for coming with us, and hope this is interesting for you. We are trying to have fun and make it interesting for you also. So, right, see you tomorrow then. Yeah?
Yeah.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Yeah, I bet we will. So thanks again. Bushcraft Ukraine out. Till tomorrow, and God bless.